some of this crap as well. What did you do to the chat rules? I need to approve that. What's that? Chat rules, Max? What do you mean? No, not Wintermute Hamster. No, there's a guy on the forums, I can't remember his name now. He does a lot of like self-promoting on the forums of builds and YouTube videos. There's definitely some stuff on there. I've seen it. Ah, shit. Well, Blue Lance, this is your home now. This is your home. Oh, Twitch asked for approval. Really? No, not James Bread. James Bread's the Asian guy. I watched him play a little bit on Twitch the other night. Christ, do you think I use exploits? You want to go and watch that guy for 5 minutes? Fuck me. His entire base is exploits. It's crazy. You guys would never give me a hard time again. Fuck. He had 160 people watching him. His chat was full of every symbol under the sun. I couldn't understand a word. But yeah, he uses a lot of exploits. Automod turned itself on. Oh. No, I'll see. Right, give me a sec, guys. I'll see if I can find the guy. In fact, I'll leave the game running for a sec. Let him carry on doing stuff. He's. I don't want to describe the guy. I don't want to describe him because it'd be like libelous. I nearly said Weasley face guy. No, he's a helpful guy. He does a lot of videos on there, but they are shameless. Hold on, let's see if I can find it. What video did he do a while back? I'll know his face when I see it. I'll see if I can find it for you later, buddy, because it's going to take me a while to find it the forum. I'll see if I can find it for you, and I'll send you a link later. I have no problem with exploits other than in pre-release. It means just setting up for things breaking with updates. Exploits are still part of the game rules at the time, even if they shouldn't be. I'm sort of torn on it a little bit. There's certain things that... I mean, at the end of the day, how people play the game in single player is one thing. Like, if you want to play your game in single player and, you know, use every exploit under the sun, fucking knock yourself out. That matters not to me. I don't like to showcase too many exploits because I think it would cheapen the game for new players. There are some that I use though and that have become staple parts of my base in fairness, but there are some that I draw the line at. There are a number of streamers that use a lot of oxygen related exploits. That's probably one of my biggest triggers, because it teaches people a bad habit for a very easy mechanic in the game. But other than that, knock yourself out. I've never been one of those that's like, exploits are bad, don't do exploits, kids. Even though I have said those words on the forums. How you choose to play single player is one thing. What I wouldn't be doing is trying to showcase too many exploits on YouTube, really. Like, there are some people that have gone out and made videos like, here is every exploit in the game, clickbait, clickbait, and it's just a bit like, meh. Suck a dick. Alpha, how are you, buddy? Good evening. What's that? Listen, I'm naming no names. I'm just naming scrub streamers that can't play the game. All right. I'm not gonna say anybody in in specifics. Like, I'm not gonna name anyone. But scrub streamers that need to surround themselves with animals for views. What? Okay, I'm clearing a space. A little tired, but doing all right. Nice, buddy. Well, it could be worse. A little tired isn't the end of the world, is it? Come on, you'll be all right. Get a coffee in you or something, you'll be fine. Phew. I'd rather exploits not be in the game. Just saying, if something's part of the game and not hacking it, it's on the devs to remove it, not the players to avoid it. Yeah, I can see that. Well, it's like one of the most popular exploits I use is overpressurized vents. I use it all the time. Shamelessly, I use it all the time. And liquid locks technically are an exploit the way I build them. There are different ways of doing both of these things that aren't exploits. I'm just too lazy to do them on stream. So, for example, instead of this liquid lock, all I'd have to do is a U-bend lock. So, well, something a little bit higher than that. So, if I filled up this chamber with liquid, I now have a U-bend lock. Same principle, liquid in here, stops gases getting through. This is smaller and neater and better, so I do that. If it ever got removed from the game, I'd know the alternative. Overpressurized vents, the reason I do them is it stops me needing to build a massive tank. I could do the same thing with mechanized door overpressurizing, or I could just build a fuck-off massive tank, which we used to do back in the day. I used to have bases where a third of the base would be water tanks and stuff. But I don't do that for stream, because then I'd spend my whole time building fucking water tanks. So it's just so easy, and that's why I do it. But the difference is I know the alternative, and that's why I don't mind using it. But there's a lot of people that come by and watch that don't know how to build an airlock, and that's where it gets a bit worrying for me. Because I don't want people to come and watch my stream and then leave like, right, I've cheated loads of shit in the game and now an update's coming, I don't know how to play. Do you see what I mean? So that is a consideration for me. That's why I generally try not to advocate exploits too much. Right, so here's the deal. I'm going to build two different chambers. This is going to be a big fucker, you know. Should we do a big boy? Yeah, let's do a big boy. Okay, so this is going to be our water priming chamber, and then the floor here, we're going to want some doors in the middle or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll put some mechanized airlocks in the middle. I don't actually have that much base metal. I need to kind of be a bit careful. And this can be on some automation, but I don't know what yet. So I'll leave that for a second. Underneath here, we're going to have our platform, and it'll have some metal refineries on here. 1, 2, 3. Whew, we're low on metal. We'll do something like... Oh, that's not central. Oh, that's a little bit triggering, isn't it? This is fine. We'll do something like that. I'm sort of theorying this build, by the way. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck it. Just need to add the second liquid because otherwise the water does settle. Just tried out City Skylines finally. It didn't go with the unlimited money for one example. That is. Yeah, I played City Skylines a little while ago. I enjoyed that game. We need to play some more of that. But I'm the same. I didn't go on the infinite sandbox mode or whatever. What you find funny that most peeps are now all cooling with pipes and most cooled O2 rooms look like mine now. What's that, Max? Most cooled O2 rooms look like yours. With the liquid piping. Well, you were doing it with granite pipes for fucking ages. But now we've got the radiant pipes, it's the only way to go, really, innit? Kind of makes sense. How do you imagine this game getting released? Live getting notorious for his opinions of base games, jumps over to Rimworld, the devs take notice from him and go, oh shit, not that guy, please take him back, Clay. What do you mean? Listen, I've been far more positive about this game than I've been negative. Holy shit. Listen, if I'm not entitled to a little rant every now and again when the game's going downhill, in my opinion, then fuck it. Genuinely. Can't use the new doors, aren't they? 5 wide and use less material. The bunker door could do. The only thing is I've got no steel at the minute, Turners. This is to try and make me steel. And they open and close really, really slowly as well. Now, what's the difference between igneous rock insulated pipe and abyssalite insulated pipe? In terms of insulated pipe, well, abyssalite will never change temperature. Igneous would, even if it's insulated. I know, hamster. I know, mate. You're just trying to get a rise out of me. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So at the moment, this liquid pipe is here, but I think we're probably going to move that ultimately. So what temperature are we at in here? 62. I want to move this liquid pipe. It's in a bit of a derpy position. I could bring it across here instead. That'd be nice. This is going to take a while to empty this pipe, so I might have to bite the bullet. Do we have any plumbers yet? I don't think I've trained a single plumber yet. Because we could empty all these bits of pipe, couldn't we? And get rid of it. Should we try that? I've not actually used the empty pipe function once. So let's see how this works. I don't care about jobs. When are you going to apologise? When are you going to apologise for apologising for rants? Listen, it's because I feel bad. Like, only half brought it up and fucking triggered me. And then fucked off. Jesus. Suck it up and take that on the update like a man. Oh, shit. Do I need to do prioritise on plumbing? Is that a thing now? What does plumbing come under? Tidy? Toggle? Operate? What is plumbing? I feel like it should be tidy. I know they're doing it. Bacon Fried, the Extreme Tuss, is doing it. It takes a lot of time, doesn't it, to empty a pipe? Holy shit. Okay, well, we'll get that tidied up anyway. Oh shit. Don't do that piece. Do the plum thing. Do the plum thing. Yeah. Well, that's a nice little thing. I've honestly never used the empty pipe feature, ever. That's the first time I've ever used it. Ah, shit. It's tidy for plumbing, right, okay. Empty storage, mop, disinfect, repair, clean, sweep. Yeah, I would have thought it came under tidy, but it wasn't there, so... Right. Anywho. We'll get that pipe emptied and I'll deconstruct that in a bit. So, have I left enough room here for 2 of these bastards? Maybe more. Boop. I don't quite know how this is going to work, so we'll have to see. So we're going to need another tank down here. So what was I thinking with this shit? Another tank down here to cycle the water. And then a drop away tank to pump the water away. Yeah. Yeah, Canadian mechs. How do you produce your slime for the food on cycle 600? I just dig it up, mate. I'm not producing any. I don't have a puff farm in this playthrough. I've not bothered. So I'm just digging it up when I need it. We're currently down to 25 tons of slime. I've still got some slimy areas I can dig out if I want to. Yeah, we've got loads of slime. Don't really need to worry. Fuck! Stop that! We don't need to really worry about that. Like, we've still got slime biomes for days. Cranky old Dutchman. Son of a bitch. I wouldn't have it any other way, Max. You're my favourite cranky old bastard. When you cleared the space layer, did it help FPS? Not really. It was barely noticeable, Moosey, so I just rolled it back. It was barely noticeable. Have I built all this out of abyssalite? Yeah, I'll do. Okay. I'm gonna have another room down here. Oh, hello. Another room down here. And it's the same sort of deal. I'm doing this more just to build something big and derpy, to be honest. Clay heard people complain about the shortage of sand, and they said, never again. There was never a shortage of sand. Jesus, that's one of the one things we didn't need. I enjoy Max. Fucking hell, breakfast at half 11, is it for you now? Jesus. Breakfast. Be as cranky as you like, mate, as long as you keep those bits rolling. Saturnus, Mex has never given me nothing but insults, mate. Insults and occasional help. But the insults are probably a 2-to-1 ratio, I reckon. What would you say, Mex? Hashtag 20? Christ. I don't think Mex has ever given me a single fucking bit. He did buy me a game. He bought me Eco. So that's worth a fair few bits. Oh, it's a 3. It's a 3-to-1 ratio. Fuck you know. Oh, shit. I love you, Mex. Tickle me up. Right. So this isn't going to be the fastest of setups, but by Jove, it should do just fine. We'll do something like this, and then we'll have just a single pump working its stones off down here. And then it's going to be something like, we'll do insulated pipe, and you can go Schwepp. And I would have liked this to sort of drip on either side, maybe. Do you know what I mean? So the water's going to drip out over here. I have no idea if this is going to work, by the way. This is very much all just theory bullshit at the minute. Meanest Canadian ever. Oh jeez, if Mex was Canadian, he'd be banned. He'd be banned from the country. They'd have got him out. He's far too negative to be a Canadian. Or a Canuck. Is it Canuck? Is that the right term? Or is that racist? I'm not sure. If it's racist, I apologise, but I'm sure Canadians are actually Canucks. As long as it's symmetrical, it's all good. It's not really symmetrical, though. It's slightly off-centred, but it'll do. Yeah, I don't mean to be racist if that is a racist thing, but I'm pretty sure a Canuck is the proper term, isn't it? I did used to go out with a girl that was French-Canadian. Or, I say French-Canadian, she wasn't French-Canadian. She was a Canadian woman that could speak French. That doesn't make her French-Canadian. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure she told me it was Canuck. If I remember rightly. Okay. So. Canuck is fine. Also, we're not that fucking nice. Oh, Jesus. Breaking stereotypes, Pimple. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought it was. Listen, I'm slightly ignorant because I'm British, don't forget. Okay, power wires. I don't know if we're going to do all this on a big heavy wire or something. Because we're going to need quite a bit of power down here. What do we think? What do we think? Where is the closest place I can get a wire from? I don't really want to run 2 circuits down here. I do have 2 spare circuits at the minute, but it might be easy to just slap a transformer down. But the only problem is my nearest heavy watt wire... Actually... I could probably just slap a transformer in here. Run off this wire. Yeah, I think we can do that. What is a sliff for Canadians anyway? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure what it would be. It can be as racial as you want in palindrome form. Jesus. See you guys. Right. Sorry, I'm trying to debate how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to get the water in here at the right levels. I'm going to want to prime this first. This should only empty once this one's emptied. I'm not weighing in on this. Right. So yeah, I was debating moving this pipe and just running it square across here and then down, which would make me a lot happier. It really would. And I can do it now before I dig out all this crap. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know why I'm doing it with insulated, but whatever. So I'm going to run you across here. And then you can come down here. We'll nip this off for a minute. Frog about French Canadians. I don't think that's really one that's directed at French Canadians, though, is it? I think that's one that's directed at French people. But I don't think they're really offended about it. It's like, I mean, obviously, because I'm British and I play games like League of Legends, I'm immersed to the salt and racial slurs that come from that. Like, I've had French people calling me roast beef. It doesn't bother me one bit. I like roast beef. It's delicious. That that doesn't offend me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if frog is really all that offensive to French people. I don't really know. But roast beef doesn't bother me one fucking bit. I love it. But I don't know. Like the spits in the Monty Python, and obviously like the Monty Python has aged a bit now. But is it in the Holy Grail where they go? Is it fucking? Why is it? Is it garlic eating surrender monkeys or something like that? And that's in the Monty Python. Oh shit! Garlic eating surrender monkeys. Is that what it is? It's something like that. I've got to be a little bit careful, but you know. Wait. Are you trying to sell us on the idea that MOBA's directed at a mature audience? No. Oh shit. Oh god. It's the bit where the. Oh, is it the bit where it's your father smells of elderberries and your father was a hamster and your mother smells of elderberries? I think it's around that point. I think it's around that bit in the film. I'm sure they call them like garlic eating surrender monkeys. I'm pretty sure. Now that to me would be more offensive. I don't think I'd be offended if somebody called me a frog. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm certainly not offended by roast beef. Delicious. You can also call me Yorkshire pudding and potatoes if you like. I don't mind. Your mother's a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Exactly, that's the one. Ah, shit. Recently found some cool aptograms, which are anagrams which have the same meaning as the word. It's an anagram, like notes and tones. Oh. 11 plus 2, 12 plus 1. Hold on, my eyes are doing the jiggle around trying to forget that one. 12 plus 2 plus 2. I like that. That's nice, Eternus. Have you got any more of them? I like that shit. So, Pimple, you really reckon that's offensive? Is that another rule? It's okay to be offensive to Caucasian males. Oh, mate, I'm the worst demographic to be. I take everything. I don't give a shit. Certain quarters, you've heard Kyrgyzstani. What? Mr. Franco-nationalist in Quebec. Really? Oh, you see, that just shows my ignorance, you see. But you see, that I'm very much a believer of, like, words can only do damage if you empower them, you know what I mean? Saying that, again, I'm probably the worst demographic to have an opinion on this. I couldn't be more entitled. But, you know, I'm very much anti-racism and stuff. As most people should be, you know? But there's a brilliant thing, I've mentioned it a few times on stream, there's brilliant things by like Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman about empowering the word, and words lose meaning if you take it away from them and stuff like that. Words have power, you ginger wanker. Thanks, DeSudro. See? Not even phased. I just give you a little kiss. Life's too short to be offended by anything, in my opinion. Meh. Moonstarer, astronomer. Oh, Saturnus, that's dirty. I like that. I like that a lot. What are they called? Sorry, I missed what you said. Aptograms. I'm writing that down. I like that. That's one of them nerd things that I like. Where if I tell my girlfriend, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty good." I like that shit. I'm gonna show her some aptograms later. Ginger wanker phased you. Put a smile on your face. Well, exactly. But it didn't ruin my day. It didn't make me. Somebody called me a ginger wanker. Do you know what I mean? It didn't make me go online and tweet about how much of a bastard DeSudro is. Ah, Jesus. You called me a ginger wanker, and now I've got post-traumatic stress. Fuck it off. Jesus. Okay. Operation Debate Subjects which I probably shouldn't talk about. Complete. Let's carry on doing this stuff. Did you know John Cleese used to talk at universities, but because the new generation of feminists and people with extreme opinions deem fun things as offensive, he stopped completely having lectures at college and universities. The only thing is, Hamster, I don't know how much you know about John Cleese, but that guy is a bit of a cunt. You might want to do some reading on John Cleese. An out of context clip of you complaining about being called a ginger wanker would be great. There is a clip command There is a clip command. However, I think the moment may have passed. And to be fair, I think a clip of me complaining about being called a ginger wanker is too frequent a thing to clip. It happens all the time. It won't be the first nor the last time. And I'm fine with that. A lot of comedy came out of him with Monty Python. Yeah, totally. Look at like the Ministry of Funny Walks and stuff. Don't get me wrong, like, it's not that I don't like him, he's just a bit of a cunt. But he was a fun cunt. The best kind of cunt. Oh shit, there's nothing worse than an unfun cunt. There's nothing worse. Oh shit. Sorry, GG. What's going on? Let me fix this. You're saying there's auto mod on? Let me see if I can fix it. What the shit? Auto mod can suck a dick. Auto mod. Show moderation actions. Show messages caught by auto mod. Show moderation actions. Is this what we're talking about? Can't be it. Messages being held for review. Allow will post it to chat. Oh, I see. Auto mod, why don't you fuck off? Go right away. Manage moderation settings. Auto mod.